Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your September singles love prediction for 2025. Today, I am going to ask my spirit guides for what is the love coming towards you, any energy that may be around you, any evidence that maybe we need to know. We have some charms and some initials and lots of cards. So let's call in our guides now and see what they have for you. And welcome back, everybody. If you're new to my channel, this is a fully channeled message. You will be hearing me talking to my guides. If you're wondering who I'm talking to. We're just going to hear what they have to say. So let's call them in. Spirit, I ask that you guide me for some loving messages for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. What is it that you have for them for the month ahead? What is it that you have for energy that's around them they should be looking for, looking forward to? I am listening for you now for loving messages. I have Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Okay. A shift in energy. Okay. That maybe you feel like you've been stuck. I don't ever believe really in like stuck energy or blocked energy, because I know we're always in emotion. Even if we are at a standstill of some kind, our energies never stops moving. But maybe you feel like things haven't been moving. Okay. I'm going to say a shift in energy that maybe, good news. Somebody new comes into your life. Something like that. So let's see where we're headed. Shift in energy. I have an empty well. Time to replenish. I have been pulling myself up and out of something, and I'm ready to move forward, is how that came into me. So maybe I felt like I had hit some kind of the bottom of the well. I hit rock bottom. I've been pulling myself out, and now it's kind of like your time to shine is how I feel. I have a Garden of Venus. Ooh, I love that. The number 25, rest and renewal. So after a period of rest, look at all these butterflies. It's like all these butterflies, all these flowers. Garden of Venus, garden of love, right? So garden of love is blooming. I'm going to go with that because I feel like you've pulled yourself out of something right now. And you're ready to enter into, like a love phase. Maybe I was coming out of something that was pretty tough. And you know what? I'm ready for love, right? That's how it's coming in. I'm ready. Okay, let's see what they have. I want this blooming garden, Spirit. I want butterflies and birds and bunnies all around me. I have a Six of Swords. You're ready. You're ready to move on. I have a Death card after an ending. There you go. I have a Four of Pentacles. And I have a Moon. So there's all this energy around healing, moving on, shadow work, getting to know myself again. And they're saying, the way they said it was stepping into love. I got to write that down. So there's a sense of stepping forward, okay, that you have to take the first step. You must be struggling with that. The way they said stepping into love. So it's almost like it's up to you to take that first step. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Nine of Cups. I have a Ten of Swords. I have an Ace of Cups. And I have a Three of Cups. Okay, so stepping forward is more, I'm going to say, believing in love again. It's letting go of the wound. It's the change within you that says, I just believe there's somebody better. I just believe that there's something else. I'm not going to let somebody who hurt me hold me back from loving again. Okay. So it feels more like that. And then as soon as that's lifted, then that ace comes in and says, hey, I've got something for you. I've got something that's going to make you feel really good. I've got something, someone who's going to make you feel like I'm supposed to be with you, they're saying. So you get that sense of this is meant to be, or I feel in my heart that we're supposed to be together. So stepping into love. Sometimes we have to take that first step. You know, it could be scarier than we're used to because we're coming out of something, but yeah. This is Spirit's way of saying to you, I'm going to show you I have something better for you. I need you to help me. I need you to meet me halfway. Okay. I need you to put the energy in, meet me halfway, and I'm going to bring this person halfway also. And these paths are going to cross. I have a 4 of Wands, happily ever after. I have strength. I have a Fool. It's a new beginning, new person. And I have an 8 of Wands. An 8 of Wands. Yeah, that feels like a trying again. But trying again with the right one. Trying again with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of my deck. And a High Priestess. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wheel of Fortune and a High Priestess. I love this card. It's a little ant. Is it just one? Yeah. It's an ant floating on a leaf. And like, I'm not going under. This leaf is going to get me to the shore, and I'm not going under. Not, you know, somebody or something did not sink me. I'm still in motion. And the wheel is traveling and the wheel is moving. And my intuition is telling me this is meant to be. And my intuition is telling me this is the person I'm supposed to be with. Because I am very intuitive. And this is, your intuition could even be telling you this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And you may feel it right away, they just said. You may say, I can't believe that I'm already thinking this is the person I'm going to marry. And there's people out there that do get that feeling. They, whether you say it's love at first sight or I knew the moment that I saw you, but there's some people who are very intuitive and they pick up on those types of energies very quickly and are able to say, yeah, I knew immediately this was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. So it could be you, it could be them that's thinking this. I have patience. I know you don't want to hear that right now. Divine timing is at work. Okay. I have deception. That's what we need to get rid of. We need to get rid of the idea that everybody is out to hurt us. Okay. There's a lot of people that are. There's a lot more no's out there than there will be a yes. But there's only, all we need is one. All we need is the right one that isn't going to hurt us. So we have to override that, you know, this is the devil at work. I mean, this is the devil that comes in and says, oh yeah, they're all losers. They're all snakes. They all lie. And that's not true. There's going to be somebody good. And that's what you have to believe. You have to kind of hold on to that little ray of hope that says there's got to be one. That's all I need is one. I don't need a whole bunch. I need one. I have independence. They're going to be attracted to your independence. You're strong. They're going to like that. Self-love. I love myself. They're going to be attracted to that. People want to be with somebody who's confident. They want to be with somebody who takes care of themselves. They're saying rises above. So you had to have risen above something. A transition. Maybe they like the person that you've become today. I have transparency. I'm open. I'm honest. Ask me anything. They just shared with me this feeling of where do we go from here? So it's almost like we had this kind of great meeting. Maybe it's a great first couple of dates, great date. And then I'm going to say the conversation that you've been waiting for. So it feels like time to talk, but in a good way. Time to talk about where do we go from here? Are we exclusive? Are we not going to date anybody else? We're going to take each other, or we're going to take ourselves off of the dating apps, things like that. But I feel like it's in a very short period of time. It could be even within the first 1 or 2 dates that this conversation happens. So this person's not playing games. They want to be in a relationship. I have self-care. I love myself. Good. This is the one. You're the one. I just got the golden rose. It's like a rose gold rose, but I just got this beautiful, perfect rose. I just found you. I found you in this lifetime. Let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. Now, some of you may be thinking about somebody, and some of you are manifesting, what's coming next, who's coming next. So these could just be clues. Spirit, please share with me. First initials, last initials. What do you have? I have the letter G. I have a J. I have an F. I have a Y. I have a V. Another Y. I have an F, W, U, A, J, S, N. Let's get a few more. L, F, K, 2 more. E, and L. So some of you, maybe you got all the initials. Maybe you got somebody's name. Don't worry if you didn't. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. So some kind of deep conversation, time to talk. But like I said, in a good way, like they want to know what you're thinking. They want to see, how do you think this is going? Like, what do you want to do next? Kudos for the person who takes the lead and says, takes initiative. And says, I want more. I want more with you. And I want to see where this goes. So if you're kind of holding your breath and wondering, what is this person thinking? But I think it's going to happen within the first couple of dates. I don't feel like you're going to be waiting. I have a 10 of Pentacles. I have a Hanged Man. I have a Page of Swords, and I have a Devil. The Hanged Man came into me as I don't want to wait. I'm tired of waiting. I guess I want to get it out in the open with that page. That I just want to see if we're on the same page. I just want to see, do you want the same thing? Are you looking for the same thing? They're saying it feels nice to hear that somebody wants more, and somebody is asking, they're saying setting the rules. Okay. So we're setting the rules of this relationship. It is, how often will we see each other? What works, what doesn't? We're not sleeping with other people. That's understood. There's a level of respect that's expected. Okay, so it's a little bit of we discuss kind of what's important to us. It's not rules per se, like we'd make up a list and say, rule number 1 is you're not allowed to sleep with somebody else. Rule number 2, no, it's kind of like what works for you, what can I accept, what's unacceptable, you know, within a relationship. What are your expectations? Expectations are set. Spirit, can I have some clarification on that devil? That devil's coming out of nowhere. I have a Fool. And a 10 of Wands. Okay, so this is you being strong. This is you asking the right questions, because I have a Fool. So you're entering into a new beginning. And you have a lot at stake, they just said. So you could be busy with kids, work, life, your time, your effort, your energy, your heart. So you have a lot at stake. And this is coming into me as the last thing I need is an additional weight around my neck. So is this something you know, is this person playing games, basically? Is this person for real? Are they just manipulating me, seducing me? Are they just trying to get me into bed and trying to say all the right things? So this is you being really, really smart. And this is you asking all the right questions so that you're not wasting your time. Okay? Because the last thing you need is this, right? The last thing you need is somebody who's going to, you know, tie up your time and your energy. And at the end of the day, you find out that all they wanted was to sleep with you. So you're smarter than that. But I also believe this person has a lot more to offer than that. And I feel like you're going to know, because this is a feeling of, I want to build a life. 10 of Pentacles, the Fool. We could build a beautiful life together. And I remember when I was in college, they were called DINKs, double income, no kids. I don't know if they still call those anymore, but it used to be double incomes, no kids. And that's what it feels like. It feels like, I mean, there might be kids involved, but it's double income. We work hard together. We could create a beautiful life together. And because we know what each other's potential is, we know what we have. I have a son. This is a new beginning. No doubt in my mind. New person, new beginning. Okay. So I do feel that. I do feel that. All right. Let me do these. Let me do these and then we'll do some charms. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a new beginning. You know, like I want more. I definitely want more. Spirit, please share with me. I have social media. Did we meet online dating? Did we just meet through social media? Did I see you on some kind of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I just started chatting you? Have I been following you? Am I interested in your channel? So yeah, we can meet people. It is a feeling of nothing can keep us apart. I will say that. I do feel that now that I've met you, I don't have barriers, is how it's coming into me. So I don't feel like I have a lot of obstacles to overcome, which is nice. So I'm going to go with, we met through social media. And you've got to be careful with those devils out there. There's a lot of crazy on social media and online dating, but there's also a lot of good. I have a soul connection. Beautiful. A soulmate. I have a twin flame. I have somebody coming into my life that I feel like we're supposed to be together. I've said that a couple times now. So it's supposed to be. Do you feel that way? You just feel like it's meant to be. very easy feeling. I have cleansing. I decluttered. I let go of. I removed. What did they say right in the beginning? The beginning was a sense of a shift in energy. So maybe you did do a deep cleanse. Maybe you did do that. Maybe you have been really working on yourself. Good for you. So, you know, it's like I purged. I got rid of all that gunk, and now I'm in a better place to love again. I'm learning. Learning a new hobby. Learning from someone else. Maybe there's something you're studying. Maybe this person's going to school. Maybe we've got some continuing ed at night, getting my master's degree at night, something like that. So we could have somebody that's literally like still in school. So that could be a clue. All right, let's do this. Or they're a lifelong learner, so which is always nice because those are usually very bright people. So let's get some charms and see what they're saying. Let's see what comes through. I'll go down here into the bottom of the bowl. Okay. Let me see. Get a letter. The letter Z. I have a letter D. I have the number 1 month, first of the month. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get the baby out of the way because I have a onesie and I have a bottle. Now, for some of you, you still would like to have a family. So it could be for those of you, not for everybody. I know I'm going to get spam for those of you that are like, no way, no more babies. Spirit's way of saying, yeah, we know you want to have a baby. This could be the person that you have a child with. That this is the person that this is the purpose for this connection. This is why they're being put in your life, so you can start a family, which would be beautiful. I have they're saying a party hat. It's kind of like this dress up. I always see this kind of like a garden hat, but they said a party hat. Maybe there's some kind of, all I can think of is like Halloween costume party of some kind that maybe we get dressed up at. But maybe that's something that's coming for some of you, that we literally will be going to a costume party together. And there's hats involved somehow. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I have this kind of dressed up woman also with a big, huge hat. So maybe it's a theme party, like, I don't know, the 40s or, something that I don't know when they wore these big hats, the 20s or something like that. But maybe it's a theme party that we're going to, or Halloween party, and we dress up with I don't know. They said party hat. I'm going with party hat. You know what? I can only tell you what I'm hearing. I'm going with party hat. I have a beautiful kind of watering can with flowers. So I might have somebody that's a gardener. I might have somebody that loves flower beds, flower baskets, flower boxes. Flowers are important to me. I garden. I always have a garden. I always have flowers out front, something like that. Okay. I have a pocketbook. It's coming into me as class. I'm going to say it that way. I feel like I have high value, high class. I feel like I am stylish, in style. Okay, so maybe I keep up with fashion. Maybe I'm into what's in style, what's not in style. Okay, that's nice. I have a bird, it looks like a parrot, on a ring, but it came into me as birds of a feather flock together. So how I'm seeing that is this person is, I have 333 on the clock too when I'm recording this. So I have an angel number. So we'll take that. birds of a feather flock together. So we could have a lot in common. We could have friends in common. We could have mutual people that maybe we didn't even know that you know that person, or how do you know that person? You know, sometimes it's crazy. What is that 7 degrees of separation? So I feel like there's going to be a weird coincidence with that, that somehow through twists and turns and lots of people, that you realize that you know people in common, that there's no way that, how could you have known that person? Or, you know, that's crazy. I know that person. So there's some kind of 7 degrees of separation is what I'm going to go with. Like a weird coincidence that's going to like shock you both. Okay. I have ballerina slippers. And I'm going to put that with the pocketbook, because I'm just going to use the word grace. Okay, that somebody has style, grace, poise, elegance, pulled together, sophisticated, divine feminine energy. I have a hot air balloon. They said, don't get ahead of yourself. That maybe you have a tendency to look too far in the future. Where am I going to be? What's going to happen? And they do want you to kind of look at like all aspects of this connection, but they also want you to try to stay in the moment, stay in the day more in this connection, at least this time, and kind of enjoy it. The garden of love is blooming. We had that garden basket. Stepping into love. I'm just seeing like some of these things that they're connecting to my charms. I definitely want more. I definitely want more. So if I was in a hot air balloon, I would feel like it's up, up, and away. Up, and away in this hot air balloon. So where do we go from here is the question. And maybe we don't know the answer. Maybe we don't know the answer of where we're going to end up. But we know that we're going to set the rules, and we know that we're going to have a discussion about you're not allowed to sleep with anybody else. How about that? So we know that already. Up, up, and away. I like that. And I have pizza. Feels like a first date. I know that doesn't sound glamorous, but maybe it's a really nice, like, Italian restaurant, and we just happen to order the pizza because the pizza looks amazing. So maybe it's something like that. But yeah, it feels like pizza's our first date. All right, I'm going to go with that. We love pizza. There you go. Everybody loves pizza. But maybe it's a really nice quality restaurant, and the pizza just happens to be really, really good. That's okay. Spirit, loving messages. Tell me about this connection. What is it that you need me to know at this time? I really like letting you go and moving on. Maybe there's somebody out there that's thinking about you. You're the one that got away. But they're not coming back, Spirit said. They obviously have shown you that you've got somebody else that is meant to be in your life. You excite me in ways I never knew existed. You're exciting to me. Thank you for being you, my light in the darkness. You illuminate me. A loyal companion. Love is unconditional. Maybe this person will be very loyal. Maybe it will be an unconditional love. Maybe it will be a genuine, loyal, golden retriever puppy kind of love that you can trust. Like, look at this golden retriever pup. My husband loves golden retriever puppies. Oh my God. Anger. I get so mad at myself. Maybe that person who I spent a lot of time with, maybe I regret that I spent so much time with somebody. I regret that I invested so much energy into somebody else. No regrets. No regrets. They did you a favor. You did yourself a favor if you're not there. Because Spirit's trying to share with you that whoever you're supposed to be with is coming into your life. They just want you to step into it. They said stepping into love, right? So they need you to take the first step, the first move. And it could be really letting that other person go. Partnership, it's always been you. The number 2, I feel like it's always been you. Maybe you'll connect to them on a soul level. I almost see a heart in this kind of shadow coming in, that light coming through. Embarrassed. I feel like I've screwed up too much. Little bit of a love bombing energy coming in. Maybe this person is kind of going overboard, or they're doing kind of quirky romantic things, just trying to grab your attention, but I don't know, maybe they just want to. Don't change a thing. Natural. I like it the way it is. The number 37. I also like the natural energy because that feels like I'm myself. I like people who are real. I like people who are genuine. I can spot a fake a mile away, so you may be able to sum people up very quickly. So I feel like you can tell if somebody is conning you or not. It's faded. This is perfect for you guys. I'm sure this was all meant to be. That is your reading. I mean, I have said it's supposed to be, meant to be, like 3 or 4 times. So this is your final card. This is my grand finale. This is definitely it. It's faded. It is faded. I love that. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. Consider hitting that subscribe button, like, all that good stuff. Thank you for your kind words, everybody. They do keep me going, and I do read them all. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please head over to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. If you would please check out my other 2 channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel. They're both growing. They're doing great. They would love to have you there. So check those out, and the links are in the description. I really enjoyed this reading. I really believe it's meant to be. So we are going to ask Spirit to bring this to you now. We'll see you all again real soon.